Hello everyone and welcome to another quick channel update that probably will last longer than I intend, but that's just how it works out sometimes. But yeah, I figured now would be an appropriate time for an update. We had a series end, we have a new one starting up, we just had a community poll, I haven't streamed for a while. So yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. So let's start with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Came out I think like 15 days ago. My first episode was probably like the 11th if that was the case. Well, we're on episode, what, today? 15? So that makes sense, right? Going good. I'm loving every time that I play the game. It's really fun. Haven't beaten it yet, so obviously opinions can change, but as of right now, it has been a blast just playing that game. If you haven't seen it or played it, I highly recommend it at this point. But yeah, it's not only fun, it actually has done wonders for my Final Fantasy VII Classic walkthrough Let's Play. That the views on that have shot up astronomically compared to what it was getting before the release, which is kind of nice. It's also kind of funny, but nice. Now, after Final Fantasy VII, whenever that's going to be, it could be next month or a month from now, or 2 months from now, I should say. If it's anything like the original, which they said time-wise it would be, I'm assuming it's going to be sometime at the end of next month, maybe into beginning of June. What month are we in? Yes, June. There we go. But yeah, when it does end, we'll be jumping into Ultra Despair Girls. I don't know if that's its full name. It could be Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. It's a Danganronpa game, though it's not like the ones that I've played. I don't know if it's a shooter game or an action game. From what I've seen of it, it is vastly different, but I am looking forward to playing it. That will come after Final Fantasy VII. I know some people are asking about doing the third Danganronpa game, or Danganronpa V3. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. That will come after Ultra Despair Girls at some point. We'll probably have like a little bitty break, kind of like we're having right now, in between series. But yeah, speaking of Danganronpa, we just finished Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Another great game. The first one was great, second one was great. Looking forward to the other ones. We'll be getting there shortly. I had another community poll up for what's going to be replacing it, and I'm not surprised at who won, given the amount of people that actually asked me about it. Normally when I make a community poll, it's like I'll do like 4 games that are recommended. I'll get like 1 or 2 that are constantly recommended. Then I'll take like 1 or 2 that someone's mentioned here or there. It's not really been asked for by a lot of people, but I figured I'll look into it and like, oh, that might look like it might make a good series. Let's see what people vote on. And then I pick a game that I saw that I might be interested in, and I'll put that on the list as well. Yeah, this time I'm not really surprised that Persona 5 Royal has just won by about 50% of the votes. I think it was like 49, 48. It was kind of weighted. I will admit, though, I was not expecting Detroit to get as many votes as it did. I was expecting what the hell's it called? It's like the Somnium Files. That sounds about right. I expected that one and Trails of Mana to either take second place or rate higher than they actually did. But yeah, with 23% of the votes, Detroit Become Human was in second place, which is kind of shocking and nice to see, because it's not a genre we really haven't played on the channel too much. We've been doing Danganronpa, but that's different from Detroit Become Human. It's a visual novel. It's a linear story. There's like side stuff you can do, obviously. Detroit Become Human, from what I understand, is not a visual novel. It's like a investigation. I don't want to say walking sim, but it's like an investigation game. Also like choose your own adventure type deal. Like there's a lot of choices that matter in that game. So it's not something we've done on the channel, and a lot of people seem interested in it, which is nice. And we'll probably get to it sooner in the future when we get time, if that's the case. I own the game. It was actually free on PSP. Not PSP. PS Plus a while back. So I have it, so I may as well try it out at some point. But yeah, Persona 5 Royal is coming. I know some people were kind of disappointed that it won, but that's, I mean, that just happens with every community poll, right? And not everyone's gonna be happy with it. And it's not like I'm gonna look at the poll and go, oh, you know, Persona 5 won. I guess I'll just do a different game though, because what would be the point of having the poll? There were some comments like that, like, why don't you just do a different game? Like, why would I have the poll then? why would I put up this poll if I was just gonna ignore it? That's the whole point of the poll, is the have it choose the next series. But I am looking forward to Persona 5 Royal, and I know a lot of people are actually on the channel, given the amount of people that asked me and voted for it. I'm not sure how different it is compared to the original. It's been years at this point since I played the original, but I do know, like, there's a new character. I know they've changed, I think, some confidants, or added new mechanics, or they added confidants. I don't know if they changed any. I know they've added, like, additional story content and I think dates that you can do stuff on, kind of like Golden did or something like that. Though I didn't play the original Persona 4, I just played Golden. But yeah, we'll be getting to that probably tomorrow, as long as I can get to recording Persona 5 today. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently this time around. Instead of doing like the 25-30 minute, you know, time length that I do with most of my series, for Persona I was usually doing like 35-40. We're going to be doing probably 40 standard going forward, just because I know this game's like extremely long. I think the first time I played, like, well, in the original playthrough that we did on YouTube, it was like 180 something episodes. So if we can cut that down a little bit, and we will if we do 40-minute episodes through the majority of it, it will cut it down drastically from what I'm assuming, though there is added content, so who knows. I might be playing it on a harder difficulty mode, I'm not sure. I know it was suggested to me to do like Merciless or something like that. It's kind of like the oh, what the hell is it called? Critical mode in Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I'll think about that before I start tomorrow, or I guess it would be today if you're watching this video. But we'll see. As for the third series that we're currently doing, we're doing a Patreon series, Octopus Traveler. That's going good. I really like Octopus Traveler. The music's great, the art's great, the story's easy to follow for the most part for the characters. I can understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea, because the stories are kind of, it's disconnected, right? It's a very saga-like storytelling when it comes to their character stories. It's a really fun game. I'm not sure if we're closing in on the end. We're getting close to the chapter 4s. I know there's some side quest stuff that I want to do, and I'm not sure how long the chapter 4s are going to take. I'm assuming, I think someone said those were the final chapters, so maybe another month. After that ends, we're going to be doing Trails in the Sky the third, and I'm looking forward to playing that one. Not so, like, I want to get back into the Trails of the Skyland, but at the same time, I want to finish it so I can do Cold Steel 2 pretty much as soon as Trails in the Sky the third ends. Yeah. Like, for the third slot, though, after Trails in the Sky the third ends, it would be another Patreon series, but I'm hoping by the time it ends, there'll be an open slot, like in the morning slot or in the community poll slot, where I can just jump into Cold Steel 2, because I've been really wanting to play that. I bought that actually like as soon as I finished Cold Steel 1. It was on sale actually, so I bought it and I was like, yeah, I can't wait to get to this. I'm like, oh yeah, it's actually been a couple months now, shit. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting through Trails of Cold Steel 3, finishing up that little saga, going back to Estelle and Joshua and all them characters. There's gonna be fun. Yeah, that will be happening after Octopath finishes up. Now, I mentioned streaming earlier. I haven't streamed in a while. We finished up the Crimson Flower route a couple weeks ago at this point on YouTube, and I've been kind of looking at my analytics for streaming on YouTube. While the viewership was better than Twitch, and you know, it's actually fair amount better than Twitch in terms of like activity in the chat and stuff like that, and you know, all that snazzy stuff. I was looking at some of the analytics, and I also did some Googling that I think it might have been kind of negatively affecting the channel in terms of notifications and like what's the word I'm looking for? Not growth. Well, kind of growth. It's kind of weird because I was looking at the analytics and it's like anytime I streamed, the next Octopath Traveler video would do like bad. Like, it's not a very popular series right now, but when it would go up, it would do pretty bad. It would recover after like 3 or 4 days and get to where it was normally, but I was getting concerned about that. So I looked into like what could have been the issue for it, and apparently, from what I can read, there's no like concrete evidence aside from me looking at my analytics and going, that's not right. But it looks like YouTube's algorithm, it's not good to stream on a channel that you also like upload videos onto. That might be not a good way to say it. It's like, well, maybe that is a good way to say it, because it's like when you upload a video, it takes, you know, views, viewer retention, and engagement, and goes, you know, here's a bunch of code, does it meet these certain requirements that we think that it might be a good video, so we're going to recommend it to others or send it out in other people's notifications. When you add in streaming, and streaming in general is it's a type of thing where people come and go throughout the stream, right? Some people will stay for like the entirety of the stream, but most people will come and be like, hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you. Just wanted to drop and say like hi, or I like this series, etc., etc. And then they'll go away and they might come back later. Because of that, the algorithm goes, huh, wow, there's a lot of people leaving the video after a certain amount of time. I guess we won't recommend some of his videos now. That's my understanding of it and what I can get from it. So I don't know if we'll be streaming on YouTube anymore. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It was disheartening seeing, because I was having fun streaming on YouTube. Actually, I almost made a channel for like YouTube, like streams or stream archives, but I don't know if I want to do that. It was kind of weird. Like, I was looking like, yeah, I'm having fun streaming. We're actually kind of have a schedule where we stream on a weekly, twice a week basis. And, you know, we finished Pokemon, we finished the Crimson Flower route. Though some of those streams were on Twitch, actually. But, yeah, because of YouTube issues for Crimson Flower route, it was, I think, like 2 streams, I think, were on Twitch. But the other ones were on YouTube. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more, but I might go back to Twitch, or I will... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to negatively affect my my channel from streaming, right? Like, most of my viewership comes from the uploaded videos, not streams. I'm not really a streamer. I'm more of just like, I guess if I had to be labeled something, it would be content creator, though I guess streamers are labeled as content creators now. I don't really know what the hell they label us anymore. I'm a Let's Player. I make gaming content. That's not live. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I might go back to streaming on Twitch. I might just not stream for a while. It was kind of disheartening seeing the numbers. Not gonna lie. Seeing, like, how like streaming was affecting my other videos, seemingly affecting my videos. But now that I haven't streamed for a few weeks and everything has just gotten better, that's mostly because of quarantine. But at the same time, before, I was streaming during quarantine too, so that's really not the case then, actually, because I was streaming during a lot of the quarantine stuff. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Might be on Twitch. I might just take some time, because I really don't know what else I would stream right now. And yeah, so I'll probably just, I don't know, probably just take some time. Because it was kind of sad seeing it, something I enjoyed doing, having some sort of negative impact on the channel, right? So, not to mention, I've been tired. Out of the blue, I've been just like tired recently, which has been kind of annoying, but also kind of nice to just sit back and doze off a little bit. But anyways, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, if you have any game suggestions, just let me know. I mean, you guys already posted some on the community board, or community posts. I put those in a spreadsheet and I look through them whenever the time is. And yeah, thanks again for all the support. Aside from the dips that I saw when I was streaming, which have cleared up for the most part, actually, channel-wise, viewer count and subscriber count have risen drastically since I stopped streaming, which might coincide with what I was just talking about, but I don't want to get into that again. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a pretty good month for the channel in terms of viewers and subscribers, so thank you again. If you're not following me on like twitter.com/chronosplays, go check that out. twitch.tv/chronosplays. Not sure if I'll be streaming there, but hey, give it a follow anyways. If you're interested in checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/chronosplays. And yeah, that is, I think, going to be it for this update. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great remainder of the weekend.